So, one of the neighbors is saying there's a dog going in their yard and pooping. So, I and running around, and I showed them where our dog was. I hope updates are okay, and I know sometimes it seems a little bit longer on some of them, but I meant to do more as they happened. And so this one is going to just explain what happened with the steroid perfusion that day. And I had done such great research and preparing myself for what was about to happen with take these off. That was scary. They did ring the doorbell. I tried to get there quick enough, but I can't move fast or I will be on the floor. So I had done research, YouTube videos, Googled, got the details, knew that I would be laying on my side for 30 minutes. I knew that they had to numb it first, and then where they numbed it, they were going to go in. And I watched a whole procedure. I watched just the patient telling, and I did my homework. I have to do it. This is part of who I am. Always have been. I need to know ahead of time what's about to happen to me, or the possibility of feeling the textures or sounds. And of course, I'm not feeling great. I'm already, everything's heightened. So I go in, my husband took me, and we sit down in this room, and they're like, let's go do a hearing test first. I'm like, okay. Go in, I'm like, oh, maybe it's a little bit better. No, it's still the same. And I was overwhelmed because it's lots of sounds in my right ear. And I'm just very overstimulated already. Get back in the room, and the PA comes in. She's like, I'm going to go ahead and numb it so that the doctor can come in. I'm like, what? I'm like, so it was already one person, and she's like, this will be just a little. She asked if I had any questions, and I'm like, I have watched it, so I really didn't have any questions. I was asking other things about what should I be doing for this hyperacusis, which nobody has any answers. None. For I do not feel heard. I do not feel like they meant to dismiss me, but they just dismissed my questions. And I was very anxious, so I get it. So she starts the procedure and just laid my seat back and had me move my head a certain way. I was not comfortable. It was like a dentist chair. And it's just different. The needles and the things were laying out and I was like, hold on. Just laying out on the tray beside me. Very, very overwhelming. There's just, I don't have words right now. With the brain fog and just disturbed by it all. But she began, and it hurts. And she's like, it's just a little pinch. I was like, no, that's not. And I was like, that's not a little pinch. That actually, no. Don't describe it like that. That's not a little pinch. That hurt. That straight up hurts. And so she's like, okay, let's let that numb for a little bit, and then the doctor will be in. The doctor comes in very quick. We wait. The doctor comes in just ready to roll and starts to talk saying a few things, and then he says, all right. And he looks in, he's like, now I need to suction this stuff off. I'm like, that was not on the videos. And I'm going to put this numbing, I'm going to numb this. I'm like, wait there, she already did that. He's like, no, this is a different numbing. That's I'm like, what? And so he uses this suction, and it's like, I don't hear in this ear, but it's this like drill. It's like a drill sound coming to the other side, and it's loud, and it's like painful, but it's like a vacuum in my daggone ear. I'm like, what is he using? What's happening? It's not like the videos at all. And then he had to numb it again because it was hurting me. Like I could still feel everything he was doing. And nauseated. Like, this is not good. This is not good. And they just kept moving my head like over. And then it's like, stay real still. Stay real still. I'm like, and he numbed it 3 times and had to use that suction thing twice, whatever that was. And then went in, and he's like telling me what I'm gonna feel. You're gonna feel this thing. First of all, my neck is hideous, but I think I have a hair, which I've been really trying to keep up with that because that's the only thing I have control over right now. So he's like, you're gonna feel it. You might feel a little pressure, but when the steroid gets in, your body doesn't want it in there, so it's gonna try to push it out. He didn't say don't swallow. He didn't, like the video says, don't swallow, don't sniff, and just try to be still. Like, just let it, if some of it comes out, just be still. It'll go back in. Nothing. He's like, you're just gonna lay here for about 5-10 minutes. The room is spinning. It hurts so bad. Like I'm bawling. And he said 5-10 minutes, and I'm like, he's like, then you can leave. No, I don't know. It wasn't that there was no compassion, but there was no compassion. My husband was distraught with like all that he just had to watch. He's like, I honestly like had prepared myself for it not to be like that. And the fact that they had to numb me 3 times was not fun, and it was just painful. And then it just didn't help. Like, I was expecting maybe it would help, like a little bit. Nothing. And then he said, like, I was thinking, because he's like, you can come back. Some people have this done like 3 times. I'm like, nah. No. He's like, yeah, and you've already failed the other test, so I'm like, then why do we even do this? Why? I'd already been on a strong steroid. I had a steroid shot in my bottom, or hip, and then I had a steroid from the urgent care. Then I had a strong tapered steroid from the ENT. I don't know. I feel like they dropped the ball in the timing aspect of it. Since he's on vacation, I just feel very disturbed. And I just don't know. I'm just not happy. I'm not pleased. And I read the notes from the after notes for the visit, and I'm like, who do I tell that this is not what happened? Patient did not handle the procedure well. And it's something simple, but there's this one statement that one of the PAs made, and it said, that they had recommended the hyperbaric chamber and vestibular therapy. I'm like, no, you didn't. I did it. I asked, do I need a referral? I'm doing this. This is what people with SSHL are doing. And do I need a referral from you? Because I already found a place, and they didn't do jack. They didn't send referrals. I had already done it, and it had already been approved by my insurance. It just, stuff like that ticks me off. Like, don't get credit. You don't get credit for something you didn't do. And just unimpressed. So, I have a new ENT, that I will see in the upcoming weeks. I have the hearing test Friday. Today is Tuesday. And a hearing test Friday, which I'll be okay. I'll prepare myself for it before it happens. I'll probably have to take something, but it's okay. My kids will be coming home soon from school, and that just brings on a whole different type of noise. So I'm going to get myself situated for that and upload this so this can be on someone else's page if they ever have the sudden sensorineural hearing loss. Y'all have a good day.